Hello, how's it going? I'm gonna take my mask off. How are you today? My name is Wes, it's really good to see you. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me at the museum. We're in our exhibition, Where the Questions Live, at the Peabody Essex Museum in Salem, Massachusetts. Love it here. And I wanted to just kind of give you like a quick hello, a welcome, an intro to the exhibition. It's got a funny name, right? Where the Questions Live. To me, a question is kind of like a doorway, it's kind of like a trail. You just don't know what's gonna be on the other side of a doorway or where a trail is gonna go, but it might lead you somewhere really exciting. So we asked a lot of questions when we were making all this artwork, and I was going on all kinds of crazy hikes, going on walks and collecting things, and I was experiencing nature like this giant great blue heron. I met a great blue heron on a tiny island out in the water, and I spent the night on this island, and there was a blizzard, and it was a really intense experience, and I ended up making a whole bunch of art about it all throughout the whole exhibition. And I ended up meeting a bunch of really cool plants. Like I met, this is kind of fun. This is a wild thistle, and then we've got a fern over there, and then we've got yarrow. And the whole exhibition is about connections to the natural world, how we're a part of the natural world, not distance from it. A lot of times people think like, oh, nature is out there, but we're actually a part of nature as well. So this exhibition uses poetry and painting and sculptures and murals and found objects to investigate that. Artwork is kind of like a magnifying glass on the world. And there are all kinds of cool symbols and metaphors throughout the space. Like this hand is one of my favorite things. And then there's this little swamp lily down here, which is kind of like the idea of your brain expanding. It's like if you blow on a balloon in your brain and your heart get bigger. To me, this is like a symbol of that. And then there's all these other symbols up in the fingertips up here. And if we keep going, then we've got like this big mountain of all these objects with a ladder that goes up to the moon. And then, dun 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 dun, we go into this cool space in here. This is one of my favorite parts. You can look at the floor and it just says all of these vines and seaweed branches and ferns going everywhere. And then there's this big moon up in the ceiling, and then see all of those black pieces of paper? They all have poems on them, thousands and thousands of poems. So I give you flow like rivers, breath, breath, breath. We search for ourselves. I give you every beautiful idea I've ever had. Questions like swamps, questions like sunrise. This is one of my favorites. Moonlight filled our lungs. So you can see it's like a whole night sky of poetry with this moon. And then over here in the corner, there's this little egg. And the whole room, all of these plants all pour out from that egg and go everywhere around the room. And they even pour into this room. This is one of my favorite spots. This is the gold room. So you come into the gold room. Look at this. It's like a big whale's eye with these tunnels. And then this big glowing golden globe that spins. You can see back into the other room, the moon room we call it. So after this video, you're gonna watch a little intro at my Brooklyn studio, and we're gonna do an activity together. So thanks for jumping into the exhibition with me. Thanks for hanging out, making some art, talking about poetry, talking about language. I loved being here with you, and I will see you soon. Bye.